Okay, so the first step, finding a driving license, a driving school, was not difficult. I just googled for it. Yeah, after the registration, then I would say for the theory test, you have to go through a one-day classroom session, which is unfortunately only in Malay. So one day sitting there and just listening to a language you don't understand.
He don't understand.
I don't understand. There's an app. So the driving school told me I can install the app. It's called KPP app. And with this one they mention, yeah, the questions are more or less or very, very accurate.
Not
the
really.
one which are at the end, and also for the computer exam. I thought after a few times passing in the app the test, let's go for the real exam, computer exam. So went to the driving school, they made an appointment for me. You enter there, so first there is a dress code, so you need a collar shirt and I think
Long
also
pants.
long pants. Then they take a picture, they take your details, and there's a second room. 10-15 years back the setup, taking the car and the bike license, it's 70 questions and you have to pass. Passing rate is 84%. Yeah, so it was quite interesting going through the questions, but maybe only 70% were quite equally similar, I would say, to the app questions, and 30% I have never seen before. And passing rate 84%. Yeah, is then I was a little bit nervous. You actually get already a result on the screen, but it's in Malay. So it's written in Malay, so I had no idea if I passed or failed. And at least now I know lulus means passed. Then I got my result, my paper, and also there stated in Malay, you passed. And then I was like, oh. I received then my L license, and with this L license I think it is valid for, is it valid for 1 or 2 months?
No.
Or 3 months even?
Yes, correct.
You can then practice. With this one you can go on the road with a driving instructor, with the car. And I would say the most weird thing of all is with the motorbike. I was allowed then, just by placing a sticker with this L license, to go on the road and drive. Then the second step is now you need practice. If I start with the motorbike, what you have to do? The first section is go around of the motorbike and explain everything. And I think this one we definitely should now put into the video.
Protect is still alive. Puspakom is still alive, yeah? Okay. Equipment. Okay. So next. Okay. Oil enough. Okay. Oil cover is good. Is in good condition, yeah? Oil cover. Okay. Close. Okay. And then next, switch on. Okay. Jadi apa? The lock work is in good shape. Okay. Switch off nya. And then next nya, ini side mirror nya. Side mirror nya, left and right nya, good condition nya. Okay. Next, ini headlamp. The headlamp is in good condition nya. Okay. Left and right signal nya, good condition. Okay. Tire have flower. There is inner wing. Inner wing and in good shape. Okay. Next, ini clutch. Good condition, yeah. Okay. The front brake is in good condition, yeah. The rear brake, yeah, is good condition. Okay. Next, the back lamp is in good condition, yeah. Okay. Signal left and right, yeah, good condition. Okay. Next, Tire have flower. There is enough wind. It's in good condition. Okay. Here. Chain and spoilers good condition. Okay. Okay. Here. Engine oil here. Battery here. Okay. And then last plate number. Plate number AHM 4114. Good condition. Okay. For section 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so the second part of motorbike is you have to go through a parkour, and it's some handling, I would say, handling of the motorbike. The first station is you check your bike, like the lights are all on. Then you have one bar where you have to drive very straight in a very, I would say,
Just one lane,
low speed.
right?
Yeah, one lane. It's a lane, yeah.
It's a very narrow lane that you cannot put your feet down on the ground when you drive, like only less than...
It's more or
Really?
less as slow as
20?
possible. At least this distance you are not allowed to pass faster than in 7 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. So that's the first step. Then you stop before the next handling part, and there are also certain procedures. It's quite interesting. So the procedure is like you stop and you raise your hand that you're
No,
ready.
you have to horn first. Beep. And then you...
Horn, raise your hand, and then you look at the tower where these instructors are, or those which do the examination.
Recording your mark.
Yeah.
Failed, not failed.
And then the next one is, what was it? Slalom. So some handling. Then you stop. The next one is you speed and you do an emergency brake. But actually it's not really that emergency brake. You just stop very, I would say, fast. Also here you learn just how to use, faster brake, and you have to put down one feet then, and that you stop. The next one is a kind of a bumpy road. Then you make a turn, and it is actually already from the handling parkour. You go back, and then there is an 8. You have to drive also to show a little bit that you're able to ride the curve. With the motorbike. But to be honest, it's also slow and I would say quite easy. But you are never allowed to put your leg down. So if you would put your leg down once, fail. Then I think some other section I show in the video how it goes, and that's the second part, so the handling part. So you stop then at a certain place, you go step down from the bike, and then you look again to the instructor. This is all a certain sequence. I will not explain this in detail. To be honest, I also don't know in detail anymore. It's like hand signals and so on, and raise your hand left, right, check certain things, and all in a sequence which is predefined. And the third part then is on the road. But trust me, if you take the driving license for motorbike, you never drive on the road for the license. So how does it work? Also within the parkour, there is a small simulation of a traffic, of a junction with a traffic light, and with this one, then you go a certain route, which is also predefined on this parkour, with a traffic light, stop, indicator, indicate with your hands, shift from first to second gear. There are a few, I would say, things you just have to remember, and this is the third part. And if you have done this and you don't have any failure, then you are done with the motorbike. So motorbike, I would say, is quite easy, to be honest. The car is a different story. Also for the car, first you have to do the check around the car. So the most funny part was I got a car for this check which was completely damaged. So, and when I did the first time, I would say practicing, and it's like a part you go like windscreen in good condition, the bonnet in good condition, headlights in good condition, and I touched the headlight. And
even you don't have the headlight.
there was a headlight at least, but it was more or less, when I touched it, close to falling out and already broken everything. So then when I practiced first time, I thought, I told, yeah, headlight not in good condition, and then no, you have to say good condition. And I told him, yeah, but this is not in good condition.
As long as you can drive.
He said, no problem. You just say good condition. You just have to say. I thought like, okay, then I do it. I was also doing it like this way in the exam. Yeah, this is one part also. Check on the car. The second part is also parkour. You have a slope, and there is one bar which is yellow. Let's go to Birdie Drive. And this yellow bar going up, you go up, you stop, then you have also your window down. So the car is very funny what you use there. Very old car, small car, manual gear, no aircon, and I think also I did not want to turn on any of the fan because there was so much dust and dirt. And at the end, yeah, then you horn, you raise your hand, and then when at the tower this instructor say you can continue, then you continue. So you're not allowed to roll back. So you go then over the slope. Then you have also a way to go through some curves. Then parking. For parking, it's also in a way like you have this how's it called, parallel parking and
side parking.
Side parking first, and then parallel parking. So the side parking, you go in front, and then during this practice test or practice, he told me, yeah, if you go here, then you see here a mark at the, I would say at the asphalt. If you're here with this tire, then you go back, you turn the steering wheel in this direction completely, go back, then you look at this tire. If you see this mark, then you go in the other direction, and then it works.
They teach you like 3 steps to go in the side parking, like tuk, tuk, tuk.
Nobody really cares, my impression, that you are able to park at the end. So you just get the instruction that you are able in this parkour to park properly within this frame then. So this one, after I learned this one, then you have the next section also to park or to turn in a certain, I think going reverse turn. Also there you have exactly the indicators where you go and when you stop and so on. Yeah, and basically that's it. I think that's all what you do for this parkour. And the last part for the car is also on the road, and this one is, there are 3 routes, A, B, C. And already at the driving school I mentioned, yeah, only B or C will be the route then for the real exam, because route A is too long, so it takes too much time. And also this you practice. And this section is also interesting. If you go into the car, you have your instructor on the, let's say, passenger seat, and then you have to go through a certain procedure, like check everything, your handbrake, the lights, the wipers, and also your mirror adjustment. So when I first somehow had this practice lesson, I was more interested just to know this route, that when I have the exam I know how to go. So I asked the instructor, so should I also go through the procedure? Then he mentioned, no need, you can straight go. And then I touched the mirror to adjust it, that I see. He shouted, no need, you can continue. I thought like, huh? but how should I go on the road with the mirror? I cannot see anything. So on the road, then this route, it was night time, the time when I had this practice. So I thought, okay, I know already route B and C. It's not that long, but in Malaysia with the traffic it still can take some time. Yeah, and with this one, if you're on the road, it's more or less just you look into the mirrors, into that angle here. So yeah, that's it. So that's the preparation. So after you get all the lessons, so you have some paper where you get all the stamp for each lesson that you have to do until you are allowed then to register for the real exam day. So I decided exam day, I do everything on one day. Charge down. So motorbike and car. So I had the appointment, I took leave one day, and in the morning at 8 I was driving with my car to the how to say to the center there where you can take the driving practical exam, to this parkour, and then you register yourself. And then I realized, oh, actually I'm not the only one. There are maybe 200 others this day taking the exam. At this point it was quite clear for me that will become a long day. But I still...
Very long day.
Yeah, but I was quite motivated to finally have my, I would say, last step for the driving license. So the first part was I went for the motorbike. You have already seen the check on the motorbike, the handling parkour, and then also the driving part itself. Everything done, everything passed, no issue. And then I had to wait longer because I was then somehow stepping in for the car part. First also then the check for the car, also went well, go through the car, do all the check. The next part is on the parkour, and there I had to wait very long. And I have seen so many, like the parking, side parking. 1 time, 2 time try, 3 times try, not within the frame, does not work. And then the instructor go, open the window, take your number, show the number, and out of the car. So
Fail.
fail. Finally someone realized that I'm a foreigner and already waiting some time, and he was at least kind to let me pass a little bit the queue. Then I finished this, and I was away only the last part with on the road test. And there, honestly, I think I waited 2 hours on a chair because that took very, I would say, long time. And it was then already, I'm not sure, 5:30 p.m. in the evening, and everything started at 8 a.m. So then finally it was my turn. Yes, in the car, and you can imagine this guy the whole day was driving with this young school kids, I would even say, and exhausted already. Yeah, so I thought, okay, I might not have the best the best cards now. I was driving quite, I would say, everything okay, and then actually it was already the end, and he made his final score, or I got my final score, and I passed. Yeah, that was the story of the practical test. And then you wait for a while until you get your license, and this one is then you're under probation first for 2 years, and after this 2 years then you get your, how's it called, CD license. That is my experience taking the license here. It's not that difficult, it's possible. It's different in a few aspects to countries like Austria. I hope you enjoyed, you liked this video. If you plan also to take your license in Malaysia, you can also let me know. You can leave a comment, subscribe to this channel. I plan also to post more videos about my experience living in Malaysia. See you next time. Bye.
If you can manage to drive in Malaysia, you can manage to drive in every other country. Almost.